Okay, good evening everyone. We will start now regarding to the bank related activity, which is the continuation for other transactions which are related to mainly R2R point of view. So earlier, what are the transactions which we covered? Customer, vendor, those transactions which we covered. So related to customers and vendors, I think you guys are got understanding of the concept how the entries flow will be happen and the activities will be split between the teams like P2P and OTC and R2R. Uh, the entries how it will be getting posted through the transaction codes and what is the happening in the backend. Then when we make the payment, then how we will make the payments, and then later how we are going to upload the bank statement. Later we do the clearing. This part we have learned so far. Today we will try to complete the transactions which are related to the all these transactions are mostly involvement of the R2R team. So these transactions mainly related to the R2R team is the responsible person to make the journal entries and clear these open items like any kind of mismatches. After doing up this journal entries point of view, like uploading of this bank statement entries in SAP, then we will try to do the BRS. So how we will do the BRS and what kind of transactions is getting impacted one side like SAP side, but those are not there in a bank side. So those kind of BRS point of view will do after the transactions. We will post it. Then we will go with the BRS. First of all, the transaction, general common transaction, apart from customers and vendors, we do have a bank charges, normal salaries, monthly common payments like tax payments, and some of the interest income and interests like interest related expenditure also will be there. So this is the assumption that this is the interest expenditure for loans and some kind of loans receivables, loans payables, and then apart from that, forex differences common. So generally we do have forex related difference also will be there, like foreign exchange loss and foreign exchange gains. So now the assumption that this is the balance of 1 lakh. I will try to take 2 lakh because bank balance is always should be showing as the debit balance. It should not supposed to show as a credit balance because so credit అంటే nothing but మనము we are liable to pay as a excess amount అంటే లోన్ అన్నట్టు మోస్ట్లీ మన బ్యాంక్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది డెబిట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ లో ఉంటుంది. సో ఇన్ అవర్ ఎస్ఏపి పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో కానీ డెబిట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ చూపిస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ విల్ షో యాజ్ అ క్రెడిట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ దెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు పే టు ద బ్యాంక్, నాట్ we are supposed to pay more payments to the bank. Now assumption that there is a opening balance of some 2 lakhs amount. Apart from that, we have received some additional credit from the customer. Then closing balance will be 2 lakh 10,000. Again, we make some payment related to vendors 15,000. Then our closing balance will be 1 lakh 90,000. After that, there are some bank charges which is related to this vendor. So ఈ vendor payment చేసినప్పుడు some bank charges అయినాయి. ఆ bank charges directly debited in our bank account. Those transactions it will not getting impacted automatically. What we need to do it, we have to upload this bank statement in SAP. So this is the bank statement and this is the statement number 202. And I think here we will have a date. For example, we downloaded today bank statement. Today is the date. So this is the date and this is the statement number. This is the bank number. Here you can see the bank account number. So in bank account number also might be 000091215325, something like that. One bank account will be there. That is the bank account of our company. like our company current account. Now, as part of the R2R team, you have to process this bank statement transactions in SAP. But earlier, other P2P and OTC also involvement is there in this transaction. We only responsible for accounting. There is no other teams or involvement. Here, O2C team and R2R team. Here, P2P team and R2R team. These all are R2R team. Now, this all the transaction assumption that once you coming to the office, you download the bank statement, then you found these are the transactions which are there in the bank statement. Then either you can upload this bank statement in MT940. So system will get posted entries automatically. How the entries will get posted for bank charges? What is the journal entry? So any kind of charges, what is comes under this will be the mainly is going to be the nominal account bank charges. So as per the nominal account, expenditure and losses will be debited. So bank charges account debit and to bank account, main bank account. So in our case, bank account వచ్చేసరికి ICICI. So here amount will be whatever amount like this 100. So now same way salary related also payments are happen. Then before making this payments of salary last month end we have to posted salary related employee point of view లో మనము payroll కి సంబంధించిన సర్వీస్ తీసుకున్నాం. In month end what is the journal entry we will post it salary expenditure account to salaries payable. Now the payable will be getting paid in our bank account. So initially the month end what is the journal entry will be getting posted salaries expenditure account and to salaries payable. This is the month end entry. So now we are going to make the payment paid. So then this salary payable account debit and to bank account. In our case ICICI. So this amount will be 15,000. So the 15,000 సంబంధించి కూడా we only responsible person to post related to this entries. రావట్లేదు. హలో హలో వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తలేదా మీకు? విద్యాసాగర్ వినిపిస్తలేదా వాయిస్? సుధాకర్
ఎస్ సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది.
వినిపిస్తుందా?
సార్
మేబీ విద్యాసాగర్ మీకు వినిపిస్తుందా? I think Hemaraj, you can rejoin. I think you have some problem with your side. I think Sudhakar can able to hear our voice. Can you please rejoin Hemaraj? Because I kept 100% for here. So try to rejoin Hemaraj. I think problem of your side. I think. Vidyasagar, please confirm from your side also. You can also make వినిపిస్తుందా? If not, I will restart then. So I think problem of the hemorrhage, you can rejoin so that we will go through it meanwhile. So generally, month-end related inventories will be posted at the month-end activities time. Later, as and when we made the payment as per the payroll cutoff date. For example, every month, 30th is the 31st is the last day, but payment will be paid on every month, next month 5th or generally 31st or whatever the dates. Example, in our case, every month 5th we will make the payments. But this entry month-end point of view, we posted entry related to the month-end related and 31st of August. So 31st August we posted entry, but now the payment will be paid. And when it gets paid, so general it paid on 5th. Assumption that 5th point of the payment paid అయిపోయింది. So now this payable entry here is the credit. Now this is the debit. So ఈ credits ఇక్కడ డెబిట్స్ నాకప్ అయిపోతాయి. అల్టిమేట్ గా శాలరీ ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ టు బ్యాంక్. జనరల్ గా ఇన్ అవర్ బుక్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ లో మనం ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఆర్ డిగ్రీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లెర్న్ చేసినప్పుడు శాలరీ ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ టు క్యాష్ ఆర్ బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ అని మనం ఎంట్రీస్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో నేర్చుకుని ఉంటాం కదా. మంత్ ఎండ్ లో దే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు మేక్ ద పేమెంట్. సారీ, మంత్ ఎండ్ దే విల్ బుక్ ద పేయబుల్ ఎంట్రీస్ and as and when make the payment, the payable will be paid. So payable account debit and credit to bank account. So this is the process of month end point of view, and this same process will be followed by the most of the all the companies. I have observed so many clients. Even if they paid on month end related also, they will maintain like this. Why? Because they need to accounting expenditure and then payment paid entries. Both should be impacted. Then only we will get to know when we do the reconciliation related to the salary payable accounts. Like this is the month end related payable entry. This is the payment paid entry. Even auditor also will come. So these are the liability which we need to pay. This is the payment has been paid through the bank. So payable and paid is getting knocked up, and then we will do the clearing F-03. Go to this line and this line, we do the clearing in F-03 as part of the R2R activities. So now we will try to post these bank charges and salaries and even tax also at the month end. What is the journal entry? We calculated the, for example, the total profit of 1 lakh. Out of that, 10% tax payments, CIT corporate income tax. We have to make the payment like a payment related entry in the month end payable entry, like tax expenditure account debit and tax payable account credit. And when we make the payment in the next month, 5th or 10th, whatever the date, like tax payable account is the debit and credit to bank account. So after that, we do the clearing up that payable and paid entries. Why we need to do means every month we have to cross check whether the payable entry has been getting paid or not. If payments has been not paid, then we need to pay the payments. Otherwise, it is a liability if you are missing, if you not able to clear the liabilities, then automatically, for example, నీకు tax payments incur అయినవు every month. మీరు ఆన్ టైంలో పేమెంట్ చేయలేదు, you will get the penalty and penalized from the government side. Same way, employees, if suppose at the month end you book the entry for our outstanding payables, after that, once the payment has been paid, you need to clear those liabilities. Then only you will get to know what are the actual payables for the respective salaries point of view. Those things you need to know with the help of. సో మన బ్యాంక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో మనం సాలరీస్ అనేది మంత్ ఎండ్ లో ట్యాక్సెస్ కానీ ఈ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఇన్కమ్ కానీ లోన్స్ కానీ ఈ ఆల్ ద ఎంట్రీస్ హ్యాస్ టు బి బుక్డ్ ఇన్ మంత్ ఎండ్. But where it comes to the next month or as and when payment has been paid, this is the entries, payable entries, debit and credit to main bank account. So generally what is happening here, సో సిస్టమ్ లో మనం ఈ ఎంట్రీని అప్లోడ్ చేసినప్పుడు ద బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ అనేది డిఫాల్ట్ గా MT940లో FF_5 లో మనం ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అప్లోడ్ చేసినప్పుడు దిస్ ఈస్ ద పేమెంట్, రైట్? సో పేమెంట్ రిలేటెడ్ బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ టు మెయిన్ బ్యాంక్ కదా. సో జనరల్ గా how the this is the payment related outgoing. So outgoing related payment, how it will getting posted, uh, automatically it is posted an outgoing clearing account instead of bank charges account. For example, this is the payment has been going from our bank to some bank charges point of view. So ఇక్కడ ఎంట్రీ ఇలా పోస్ట్ అవుతుంది ఎందుకంటే sometimes if you do the bank charges related GL account correct గా మనం GL account correct గా మ్యాప్ చేసామనుకోండి, it will be posted. But sometime what happened, it will be posted an outgoing clearing GL account. పేమెంట్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది కాబట్టి ఆటోమేటిక్గా సిస్టమ్కి ఏం తెలుస్తుంది, whether it is a plus or minus, only system will understand. Sometimes they will map the bank charges, and bank charges can able to map it because same text వస్తుంది every time. So that is why based on the text, SAP will look into this. This is the text. Then it will go to this GL like that. They will map it. They will do the back end point of back end లో వాళ్ళు కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ చేస్తారు బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ లో. అదర్స్ మాత్రము డైరెక్ట్ గా it will be posted on outgoing clearing GL account. Then from there we will move to the outgoing clearing to this respect to GL account. How it will be getting posted, I will show you now. So first of all, there is a bank charges related entry. So now you need to go and download the bank statement and then upload the bank statement in SAP. That is our main responsibility on daily basis. Why we need to do this all the things manually means, these all are బ్యాంక్ లో మన పేమెంట్స్ వెళ్ళిపోయినప్పుడు అల్టిమేట్ గా వీ నీడ్ టు అకౌంటింగ్ మన బుక్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ లో కూడా ఈ ఎంట్రీస్ బుక్ చేసుకోవాలి. అదర్వైజ్ మన బ్యాంక్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది ఈ ఓపెనింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దిస్ క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డే ఈ క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎంత అయిపోయింది. సో ఈ క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ యాజ్ పర్ అవర్ బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో 47,000 ఉంది. మనం ఈ అకౌంటింగ్ ఎంట్రీస్ ఇవన్నీ మనం బుక్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ ఎస్ఏపీలో ఎంట్రీ చేయలేదనుకోండి, మన బ్యాలెన్స్ స్టిల్ ఇంతే చూపిస్తుంటది. బట్ అల్టిమేట్గా మన క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ యాజ్ పర్ ద బుక్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ పాస్బుక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో చెక్ చేస్తే 47,400 ఉంది. But if you are not able to accounting these all the transaction in our books of accounts, what we are maintaining books of accounts in SAP system, SAP లో ఈ ఎంట్రీస్ మనం పోస్ట్ చేయకపోతే 47,400 ప్లస్ లో 2 lakhs చూపిస్తుంటది ఓపెనింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో. క్లోజింగ్ కూడా సేమ్ అదే చూపిస్తుంది. బట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద కరెక్ట్ రైట్, బికాస్ as per the proof of the bank statement, this is the balance. But if you miss to accounting, then our balance sheet is getting showing more. This is the balance sheet under the cash and bank account, like cash and bank related under the current assets, bank balance will be showing 2 lakhs. But as per, if you check, RTR will come and check the bank statement point of view, this is the balance. Then you maintain this is the balance as per the balance sheet. But what is happened in between, these are the transactions are happened. So you missed to accounting these all the transaction in our books of account. Because of that, instead of 47,400, you can see this is the amount. So to identify this kind of missing transactions, we have to do daily basis BRS. So now before going to BRS, we will try to post the journal entries and then we will move to the BRS. So every day you need to check this like bank related GL account. Whatever the GL accounts are assigned to you, like we have multiple like HDFC, ICICI, Citibank and Andhra Bank, like that we have multiple banks, right? So maybe company is using all the banks, and then you need to do the for each bank one reconciliation separate ga we need to do it. Like what is the their bank statement balance as per our SAP, and what is the balance as per our పాస్బుక్ కి మన బుక్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్ క్యాష్ బుక్ కి మ్యాచ్ అయిందో లేదో చెక్ చేసుకుంటా ఉండాలి. సో డైలీ బేసిస్ మనం రీకన్సిలేషన్ చేయకపోతే ఇట్ విల్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఆర్ మిస్సింగ్. అండ్ దట్ టు దిస్ ఇస్ ద క్యాష్ రిలేటెడ్, రైట్? క్యాష్ ఈజ్ ఏ వెరీ హై రిస్క్ అకౌంట్. సో మీ రీకన్సిలేషన్ లో కూడా ఫస్ట్ మనము హై రిస్క్ అకౌంట్స్ ని రీకన్సిలేషన్ పర్ఫామ్ చేయాలి. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై మంత్ ఎండ్ లో కూడా ఫస్ట్ మనము రీకన్సిలేషన్ పర్ఫామ్ చేసేది. These are the month end point of view. Bank reconciliation we have to complete on workday 1, max workday 2. We need to complete it. Workday 1 or workday 2 max. Why? Because workday 1 only. Why we need to perform month end bank reconciliation means. So month end related 31st statement next day first మాత్రమే మనకు వస్తుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డే మన బిజినెస్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ అన్ని అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ డే మాత్రమే మన బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ తీసుకుందాం. సో నెక్స్ట్ డే మన బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో వీ నీడ్ టు అరైవ్ ద క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్సెస్ కరెక్ట్లీ అంటే నెక్స్ట్ డే ఓన్లీ వీ నీడ్ టు పర్ఫార్మ్ ఫర్ ది ఎస్టర్డే ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై ఆల్వేస్ వాట్ వీ విల్ డూ విత్ ద మంత్ ఎండ్ అండ్ వర్క్ డే 1 bank reconciliation, month end bank reconciliation need to perform for all the bank accounts. So generally workday 1 to workday 2, some companies they do on workday 2 also, because the payments may get delayed on workday 1. So because of that, they will wait for one more days and then they will do on workday 2, workday 1 or workday 2. In interviews also, they will ask when you do the month end bank reconciliation for whatever the banks assign to you, then you need to tell on workday 1 or 2 we will do as per the all the payments has been completed. We do the bank reconciliation. Why we need to do means for identifying the any missing transactions, whether those transactions are there in the bank statement, but those are not there in our books of account. That what we call as SAP. So it help of our bank reconciliation. We can identify. Example: some of the bank charges are getting paid in the bank, but those not yet accounted in our books of accounts. So we have to be accounted. Then we need to arrive the closing balances as per the bank statement with our SAP balances. Suppose if you miss to accounting this transaction, our closing balances will not match. Then at the time of reconciliations, you will get the differences. Then auditor will come and then check and he will raise the query, and then our financial statements we are not giving correctly. As per the balance sheet, if you go and check మీరు ఇప్పుడు బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్‌కు ఎళ్లి చెక్ చేశారనుకోండి, క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్సెస్ అనేవి మ్యాచ్ కాలేదు. దెన్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ గివింగ్ యువర్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ కరెక్ట్ టు ద అథారిటీస్ ఆఫ్ స్టాట్యుటరీ బాడీస్. So that is why always you have to be take the bank statement of latest bank statement and then try to do the reconciliations on daily basis. And this is the daily activity. In interview also you can tell the, if suppose some interviewer ask what are the activities you do on daily basis, I will do the daily basis bank reconciliation. I have around 4 bank accounts, and you can tell the international banks like Dutch Bank and then HSBC Bank and Citibank, like that you can tell. Because if you are telling the international client, then they will not use like ICICI or HDFC Bank. They will use the international bank. You can try to check it in Google or for international clients. Dutch Bank and HSBC Bank and Citibank and some of the banks what we call like I observed different countries like Slovenia, Croatia. They have different banks. PBZ Bank and Raiffeisen, Serbia, Raiffeisen Bank. Like that, you can tell depends on the country wise. For example, if you mentioned I am supporting for UK, then if you tell the ICICI Bank, then they got to know that you do not have international exposure, but you learn somewhere and you are telling to the interviewer, I know this is the process like that. So that is why always try to focus. Whenever if you tell to the interviewer, then they will ask sometime whether you have real time knowledge or not, then they will try to check it. So what is your client and what is the bank account you do, and tell me what is the bank related currency they are using. For example, if you tell the INR currency, then they will get to know you work for only domestic client, not for international client. Then sometimes in interview also, if you interviewer will ask, tell me, have you worked in any international clients? Then you told yes. Then if you tell what is your client, then what is your bank account, INR, then immediately you get to know. Even some countries, even foreign and India also having the business, that time you can tell. For example, we have one Mercedes Benz. Benz is the they are doing the Benz cars worldwide. The same company they are doing the production in India also, and they are having the Indian banks also. In that case, you can tell we are supporting for Indian region apart from the US region or German region. Like that, you can tell. You need to manage those kind of scenarios in interview point of view where it comes to the banking activity. So now I will try to post these transactions related to this all, and then we will try to complete the BRS point of view. సో వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుంది కదా మీకు ఇప్పుడు?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ఓకే 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 Now I'm going to log into SAP, and then before going to SAP, I will also download the bank statement from the bank portal. Assumption that I'm using the Dutch bank. So this is the Dutch bank. Most of the countries are using like European based Dutch based countries. Example, this is the Dutch bank. You need to go log into this Dutch bank. Here is the client login, private login, corporate institution, Dutch bank. Like that they will have. So you can log into the as per the access, whatever the bank accounts you have. For example, see how many countries they are using: German, Belgium, Italy. Like that they are using different countries, US, UK. So we can tell this is the one of the bank. Mostly international clients I have observed around 8 to 9 clients. Most of the clients are using this is the bank, mostly related to Dutch, like it is Netherlands based country bank. And you can tell this is the bank I'm using. This is the RSA token we are using for accessing of this bank portal. RSA token, like what we discussed in the previous session. Example, once you click on the respective country, then it will go to the respective site, and then you need to download the bank statement and then save the folders. How you need to save the folders? Let me try to show you. For example, this is the or for example, this is the country you are supporting for, maybe UK. Under the UK, you need to create one folder. This folder what we call SharePoint అంటారు. SharePoint లో ఇలా సేవ్ చేసి వెళ్తాం అనమాట డైలీ బేసిస్. సో బ్యాంకింగ్ యాక్టివిటీ. Under the bank activity, we will create the month wise. For example, what is the month currently we are doing? So September. So maybe previous month, what is the bank related folder will be there. If you have any doubts, you can go and check it there in the previous month. So now assumption that September related. In September, what we will do, we will create one Excel file like what this is the file which we are going to do. So I assumption that this is the reconciliation for September month. So I'm going to save this one, and then what I will do, each day as and when transactions are getting posted, I will take the data here and then I will update here one by one. So every day wise, a month wise la each day wise ఏమేమి ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జరిగినా అవన్నీ నేను యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉంటాను. అండ్ వేర్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ది ఎస్ఏపి పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ యాడ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. సేమ్ వే బ్యాంక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ కూడా ఇలా కింద యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉంటాను. సో each month we will prepare separate bank reconciliations in a separate Excel point of view. So most of the times why we need to prepare Excel in BRS ante, so in SAP also we can check the balances whether it is matching as per the bank statement or not, but each line item wise you need to track and whether what are the open items, whether any kind of payments check issued but not presented. Sometimes you have received some checks but you have not yet received the amount from the bank. So those kind of scenarios you need to analyze and you need to track it. So for tracking purpose we are going to use this bank reconciliation. Although I have observed almost 90% of the clients they will maintain Excel only. In SAP itself we cannot check all the transactions. We can check the total level or line item level, but we are also maintaining Excel in Excel format also for better కంట్రోల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. సో ఈ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్‌లో ఏమేం ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ మనకు కరెక్ట్‌గా ఉంది లేదు ఇలా వర్కింగ్స్ అన్నీ మనం ఎస్ఏపీలో ఇలా చేయలేం కదా! సో దట్ ఈస్ వై విల్ సెపరేట్‌లీ మెయింటైన్ ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్స్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది వర్క్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ గుడ్ ఇన్ ఎక్సెల్ యూ కెన్ వర్క్ వెరీ వెల్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ఎక్సెల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో మీ దగ్గర నాలెడ్జ్ అనేది ఉండాలి. ఎందుకంటే మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది థింగ్స్ విల్ వర్క్ ఇన్ ఎక్సెల్ ఓన్లీ. where it comes to the international clients. So apart from SAP, you need to have a little bit good Excel knowledge also. Then it will be very, and communication. Those things will be there. Then you can easily success. Otherwise, you need to learn these things like communication, and second thing is Excel, and third thing is SAP. And subject knowledge is always subject knowledge. You need to know always. For example, there is some additional transactions are there. So maybe I'm going to here. So if you observe here, it will be getting impacted of. So ultimately, so like that we are getting. Now assumption that there is a different transactions. Like that we have different transactions, and then we assumption that this is a 12,000, this is a 500, this is 300. Like that we have amounts, right? So like that every day we are going to add the bank statement. We will download the bank statement in Excel file, and then we will also download the bank statement PDF, and then we will maintain the screenshot of bank statement also here, PDF point of view, and SAP balances also we will maintain here. Like this is the screenshot and this is the line item report. Like we have to do the reconciliation point of view, but now we will try to see journal entries which are related to uh, the transactions which are related to today's assumption that until here you are trying to do. 14,000. So now these are the amounts. I'm going to log into SAP. Now you download the bank statement. You given the user ID and given the password, and then logged in. After that, you can see the what are the bank statements available, bank accounts available here, and then you can select the bank account related to country, which country. Suppose you are supporting for UK, then our company code UK01. In our assumption, we in our SAP right now SA01 is there, right? Example of this UK01 place lo SA01 company code అనుకుందాం. So SA01 లో ఈ bank GL, for example 200,105 is the bank GL. In SAP లో మనం ఈ GL లో ఈ బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది ఈ బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ సంబంధించిన బ్యాలెన్స్ అంతా ఈ GL అకౌంట్ లో మనం మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో అలాగా ఈ బ్యాంక్ జిఎల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో బ్యాంక్ జిఎల్ అకౌంట్ లో ఉన్న బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది మస్ట్ అండ్ షుడ్ మ్యాచ్ దిస్ క్లోజింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో. నౌ దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఎస్ఏపి అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్. This is the SAP. So SAP key bank statement key always should be matched with. So that is our main objective to do of our reconciliation point of view. So now what I will do, I will try to post this all the transaction and then I will try to show you reconciliation. Before going to reconciliation, I need to show you few more transactions which are related to the GL R2R team. This all are will be done by R2R team. That's why I have mentioned here in the towers teams. So in our team, we might be having different persons. Okay, in real time, how it is happening ante each country కి కామన్ గ్రూప్ మెయిల్ బాక్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ కామన్ గ్రూప్ మెయిల్ బాక్స్ కి we will send the any kind of bank statements also sometimes how it is coming. So as and when next day they will map it. మన బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్లు మనకు కూడా వస్తూ ఉంటాయి కదా ఎవ్రీడే మన బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్లు త్రూ బ్యాంక్ నుంచి వితౌట్ లాగిన్. సో అలాగే ఇక్కడ కూడా మనము బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్ రావడం కోసం కూడా వీ కెన్ డూ ద మ్యాపింగ్ అవర్ మెయిల్ ఐడి, దట్ కామన్ మెయిల్ ఐడి ఇన్ అవర్ బ్యాంక్ పోర్టల్. సో ఆటోమేటికలీ వన్స్ యూ కమింగ్ టు ద ఆఫీస్, వన్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ 12th ఎవ్రీడే 12th అంటే మార్నింగ్ నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ నైట్ 12th తర్వాత ఆటోమేటిక్గా బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ జనరేట్ అయ్యి యూ విల్ గెట్ ద బ్యాంక్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఆన్ డైలీ బేసిస్. Once you come to the office, and then you download that bank statement in your email, and then save into our folder like we have created here. Here you will create one bank statement folder. Then what you do, for example, you are going to do perform for reconciliation today. You just add here in the last date. For example, today 06/09/2023. Suppose you are going to perform this one is for tomorrow. Then what you do, you just copy the previous day and then paste in today, and then you just change the dates. Why I'm telling this all the small things ante, if you go to the company, no one will tell these small things, but they will expect these all things, because if you don't know how to start, how to end these small things also, it will be very, they can easily identify you if you are not working as international clients like that. Then they will cross check your experience and other things, and that will come a lot of other complications. That is why I'm telling you even small things also. First, you need to create the folder for month wise and then save the bank statements, and then create the folder, and then day wise we will copy the previous day one and paste into the current day and rename the dates. And this file, like each day wise, you will double click this file and then go to the inside and then update the bank statement related transactions as per the sheets. We have multiple tabs here, like bank statement related. Every day we will change. For example, yesterday one balance ఉంది. So today copy చేసావు, మళ్ళీ today balance change అవుతుంది కదా. You need to delete the previous day screenshot and then paste the today. Here you will update the screenshot like proof, and then you will maintain the details. Same way you will maintain the details here, and then you will maintain the screenshot also for that proof. So this closing balance and this closing balance should be matched always. If any differences, you need to maintain the breakup like this. So why it's spending, where it's spending, when it will be going to be clear. So that any person will come and like our business person will see, okay, this is the balance, and because of that it is still open. So maybe tomorrow it will be getting paid. Once it is getting paid, it is cleared here, and then our closing balance it is matching. So like that, we need to make it the open items action plan here. So we need to maintain whether it is spending from SAP side or bank side, we need to maintain properly. Then our client will get to know. So what are the things action plan for this line item? Suppose you given some checks, you deposited, but still amount is not credited. After 2 days or 3 days is still not credited. Then you can go back to our bank team and then you can ask, boss, I given one check to you, but the amount is not yet received. Kindly check and do the needful. And మనం పోయి అలా అడగొచ్చు. Sometimes we given some checks to the vendor, but still not, they did not cleared our bank. Then either from the vendor side or bank portal side, they did not paid. Sometimes మన బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ లో బ్యాలెన్స్ లేదు, వాళ్ళు పే చేయలేదు, అలాంటప్పుడు బౌన్స్ అవుతుంటాయి. సో దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ విచ్ వీ నీడ్ టు గెట్ టు నో విత్ హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ reconciliation. But directly SAP point of view, we cannot identify all the transactions, right? That is why we will maintain the reconciliation in bank related activity in manually also. So now I will try to post transactions. And then we need to, before posting transaction, you can check what is the balance as per the bank balance with our passbook balance and cashbook balance. 200,105 example of our bank. What is the company code you are supporting for UK company example, UK SA01 assumption. Year, physical year is nothing but financial year. And then ledger is nothing but there is a different types of ledger will be there, like leading ledger, non-leading ledger, like that. You need to check the always leading ledger balances. Non-leading ledger, country specific point of view. Leading ledger is the main ledger. It is getting impact of our books of accounts point of view. Non-leading ledger, each country specific point of view, some requirements country specific requirements ఏమన్నా ఉన్నా కూడా we will maintain the non-leading ledger. Leading ledger, that is the main ledger for maintaining of our books of accounts. So now always try to focus on the leading ledger and then execute the report. Then if you observe our closing balance as on today, what is the balance? 1,30,000 will be there. We go and check whether it is there or not and try to, I'm changing this one 1,30,000. Then after that, what I will do, I will try to change this one instead of 10, I will change to 9 and 2023. So that you will understand easily. Now, if you check these related transactions, like what is the opening balance? 1,30,000 will be there. 8 means like if you go and check here, period 1 and April, ఇది January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August అయిపోయింది. Now we are in the September month. We are in the September month right now. Right now we are in the September month. September related bank reconciliation point of view, we are working on it. Already closed the last month. Last month 1,30,000 is the closing balance. This closing balance is the opening balance for next month. Last month closing balance, next month is the opening balance. Assumption that today you download this bank statement, these all the transactions are coming. But when you check until 6th date only, it will be there. So from 7th onwards, it should not be there any transactions. These transactions, when it will come, from tomorrow onward, this transaction will come each day wise. చేస్తాను వస్తాను. So far here only we have transactions, okay. So these are the transactions related to first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, and sixth day. So these are the transactions are happened, out of which we will try to focus on right now these transactions related to these transactions point of view. Example of these three transactions, these four transactions we will try to accounting now. So these bank charges, salary payment, tax payments, interest are happened because you missed to accounting from 3 to 6th date. Now you need to accounting assumption that yesterday first and second we already processed yesterday and day before yesterday. From third onwards we must to do it, and today we got to know these transactions also there. Now these all are debited. So suppose if you want to add one more transaction, there is another transaction you will add here. But now these are the transaction you are going to post it. First one is bank charges. So need to go to the SAP and then first of all you download this bank statement from the bank portal. Either this is Excel format. You can also download from MT940 format also for uploading of SAP లో. SAP లో upload చేయడం కోసం you can also download MT940. If you go and Dutch Bank, once you log into inside, there you can see MT940 format. I will show you how it looks like. The statement looks like this. Okay. So already our consultants already done the process, like based on the bank's transaction key reference point of view, they already maintain the process, like so posting rules, so business transactions, so how it's getting posted, everything they maintain. Okay, now based on the configurations already done by the backend, you download this bank statement సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇలా ఉంటాయి అనమాట. మనం యాజ్ అండ్ వెన్ యూ మేక్ సమ్ పేమెంట్స్, దెన్ ఎన్టీఆర్ఎఫ్, ఎన్సిహెచ్జి, ఎన్సిహెచ్కే, like NSTO, like that, it will be there as per the bank mentioned format. So as and when you download the bank statement, like end of the day, there is one small transaction type will be there, like NSTO and TRFR. Uh, so NTRF, like that, there is a transactions in every bank statement. If you suppose if you go and check in your bank account also, there is some one bank related reference key will be there. That what we call external transaction type. Based on that, consultants already done, and this all the rules has been specified. Your role is just to try to upload this empty 940 file. Or second thing, if statement is not able to upload, then you need to prepare the journal entries in manually and try to upload it. So manual in the sense this entry will be prepared. One template will be there for posting any kind of manual journal entries. Templates ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట, ఎక్సెల్ టెంప్లెట్స్. ఆ టెంప్లెట్స్ లో ఈవెన్ దో వీ హ్యావ్ ఈవెన్ అరౌండ్ 1000 line items, you will prepare all in one Excel file. Then the same Excel file you will go to the SAP and then upload directly. You no need to post manually line by line, like debit this, debit this, credit this, like that. You can prepare, preparation will be done in Excel, but upload will be in SAP direct one shot. You no need to post all transaction like multiple. But for posting of those kind of related transaction related or to our say load, like that, they will prepare, they will maintain one separate customized transaction codes or to our load or to our bank load. Like that, they will create one customized transaction codes. You just copy, you need to, this customized transaction codes, you no need to remember, but in interview also they will ask, tell me what is the transaction code for uploading of your journal entries point of view. Some companies they will use ZFI 601, ZFI 605, ZFI 606, like that they will maintain separate T codes. So these T codes will be company specific point of view. Standard T codes for this standard related normal JV FB50 and FBS1. This is the standard T codes. Standard in the sense across any globally any client they can use the same T code. But the client they want to use some additional fields, then they will go for this customized T codes, and then those T codes will be starting easily. You can identify starts with Z, what we call in India Z and some other countries G. So Z starts with the T code అంటే ఆ కంపెనీ కోడ్ కు మాత్రమే అంటే సారీ ఆ క్లయింట్ కి మాత్రమే వర్క్ చేస్తాయి. So this T code will not work for some other clients because as per their company point of view, they have done some customized features. This T code will not work for some other company. Sorry, some suppose this company code is working for Philips, might be this code is not working for some other code of Crompton. But this FB50 will work for any client globally. So that is why the standard T codes will be same for any client and anything. But this customized T code only specific of the customer. Okay, now actually I'm trying to explain the journal entries, but I'm going to some other. But anyway, these all are linked only. That is what. So voice problem అని group లో మెసేజ్ చేశారు. Anyone having the problem or what happened? You can see 100%, but not sure the problem of your side or not side. Okay, anyway, I will try to post this transaction and then we can finish for today. Tomorrow we will try to finish the reconciliation. At least I will show this transaction related journal entries now. So our closing balance is as per the last month 1,30,000. Now today we will try to post in our books of account current month related entries. You need to check the balances. What is there as per the bank statement and SAP? 1,30,000 is there as per the last month related. So now 1,30,000 it's matching. Like this is the 31st 08. Assumption that this is the last month balance and this is the opening balance. So this is the closing balances. I think this closing balance is coming as a opening balance for next month. Now this 1,30,000 is the opening balance, and apart from that we have these are the transactions. We will go one by one. So I will try to show you one by one regards to this from whenever you receive some amount from the customer, like bank account debit and credit to the customer. But what is happening here, instead of bank or customer point of view, we will use the incoming clearing GL account that we have discussed yesterday. Now we will try to see the other transactions because we don't have time right now. సో రిగార్డ్స్ టు ది బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో మనం ఇప్పుడు అకౌంటింగ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. సో ఇన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఆల్సో దే విల్ ఆస్క్ ద జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్. What is the journal entry? Suppose that some bank fees or bank related charges are happened. What kind of entry you will post it? Then you need to tell the interviewer bank charges account debit and credit to bank account. What is the date as per the bank statement? If you go and check here, date 3/9/2023. Assumption that you are going to use the same. So here bank statement related. What I will do, I will try to post all the transaction in September related all the transaction I will try to post it. సెప్టెంబర్ అంటే 3, 4, 5, 6 అంటిల్ 6 వరకు అన్ని నేను ఒకటే దాంట్లో పోస్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఎందుకంటే జస్ట్ డేట్ ఐ నీడ్ టు చేంజ్ బట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్ ఐ విల్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్. హౌ we can post multiple transaction in one JV, I will show you now. So regards to this one, what is the journal entry? Bank charges account debit and main bank account credit. సో బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ అకౌంట్ అనేది డెబిట్ అవుద్ది, క్రెడిట్ వచ్చేది బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ అవుద్ది. సో బ్యాంక్ చార్జెస్ జిఎల్ అకౌంట్ ఈజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫర్ అస్. గో అండ్ చెక్ ఇన్ అవర్ చార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్. సో జిఎల్స్ హ్యాస్ బిన్ క్రియేటెడ్ అండ్ FS00. మనకి FS00 యాక్సెస్ ఉండదు. చార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ అని ఉంటాయి మనకు. చార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ అంటే లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ జిఎల్ అకౌంట్స్. సో మన బిజినెస్ లో ఏమేమి లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ జిఎల్ అకౌంట్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ వన్ ఫైల్ దేర్, యూ కెన్ చెక్ ఇట్. Maybe interest, bank charges, 400 is the GL account. What I will use 6/9/2023. I am trying to post the in today. So Now bank charge account debit and credit to the bank account. So what is the bank account we are having? 200,105. What is the amount as per our bank statement? This is the amount 100 rupees. Sorry, 100 UNR or 100 E. For example, either it is a euro account. For example, if you find this bank statement under the euro, maybe if you mention international client, then you need to maintain this currency as US dollar, European currency, euros. Now we are maintaining in INR, so we are using INR currency. Need to be careful while using this currency. If you miss to use instead of euro to INR, then our closing balance it will not get matched. So in real time, you have to use must and should this cost center for this related to any kind of cost expenditure related must and should use the cost center. Any kind of profit related sales related entries need to use the profit center. Any kind of balance sheet related need to use the business area or segments. You need to tell the interviewer, tell me for which accounts we need to use the cost center. They will ask for a cost related expenditure, cost account related GL accounts, we'll use the cost centers. Like sales related, we'll use the profit centers. And if suppose they are using profit center accounting, then based on the profit center, cost centers will arrive automatically. But in balance sheet accounts, we'll use the segments or business area. That is the mandatory fields. Like some companies, they will use the profit center also. That depends on the organization requirement. But you need to tell whatever at least few things in interview point of view. Bank charges. Then another one salary payment. What is the journal entry? Salary payable account debit and to bank account. So you need to know the salary payable account. So salary payable is there. It is there. 100,502. 200,105 is the amount as per the bank statement. 12,000 exemption. We'll try to change this amount little bit increased because 12,000 is very less amount. Around 30,000 salary. Sorry, this interest income. Incomes will be credit side, right? This payments will be debit side. So this is the bank statement. Now these two are we have maintained the journal entries. Now we'll go to the third transaction. The third transaction will be the interest income account. Sorry, tax payment account. Tax payment related payable. What is the entry? Tax payable debit and credit to bank. So tax payable related entry, we need to check related to GL account. So is there any tax related? I think across this bonus before revenue tax. We don't have any tax related, but I will try to create one GL account. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 తర్వాత 9. CAT means corporate income tax payable account. So 100,509 I'm going to use debit because last month end లో ట్యాక్స్ ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ టు ట్యాక్స్ పేబుల్ నా పెయిడ్ అవుతుంది కదా, పేబుల్ అనేది డెబిట్ క్రెడిట్ బ్యాంక్ అవుతుంది. క్రెడిట్ బ్యాంక్ Now the second related entry related amount, we missed to use it, 30,000, 5,000. This one related to salary. You need to maintain same text for second line also, and then next one, this is for tax payment. Now we have done 100 related to bank charges, 30,000 related to salary, 5,000 related to tax payment. So what are the transactions which are there from 3 to 6 as on today? We will try to input this 5,000 also interest income. We will try to check the GL account whether we have or not. Interest expenditure and interest income cash discount. So we'll try to create one GL account for this other income. So in real time, GLs will be there. If suppose there is any requirement, MDM team will create, or otherwise business team like client will be creating, or MDM master data management team ఉంటుంది వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు. ఈ టెంప్లెట్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసి ఏమేం ఫీల్డ్స్ మ్యాండేటరీ అనేది need to provide, and then they will create it. Now 300,101 account is the suppose what is the entry we need to suppose to be posted as and when you receive some income. Then income receive అయిందంటే in bank account లో bank కు balance అనేది increase అయింది. So bank account debit and interest income account credit. Interest income as per the nominal account, incomes and losses, incomes and gains will be credited, right? So interest income account credit and debit to the bank account. So now debiting bank account and credit to the interest income account. So here 200,105 debit and credit వచ్చేసరికి interest income account that we created now 300,101. So now the amount will be as per the bank statement. Assumption that this is our bank statement, and 5,000 will be the amount. I assumption that it will be the 8,000. So 8,000 is the interest income for whatever the deposits, fixed deposits మన bank మన కార్పొరేట్ అకౌంట్ లో ఫిక్స్డ్ డిపాజిట్ చేసాము. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ సమ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. దట్ ఇన్కమ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇండైరెక్ట్లీ ఇన్కమ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అన్ ఆపరేటివ్ ఇన్కమ్ ఫర్ అస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ నాన్ ఆపరేటివ్ ఇన్కమ్. ఆపరేటివ్ ఇన్కమ్ అంటే డే టు డే బిజినెస్ వల్ల వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ రెవెన్యూస్. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఆపరేటివ్ ఇన్కమ్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద నాన్ ఆపరేటివ్ ఇన్కమ్. So now this all the like debit credit and GL account amount, this will be all we will prepare in Excel, and then we will upload directly. We'll open one T code like instead of WebB50, what I have explained in company's point of view, like this is the T code example. This is the one T code. Copy this T code, maybe in search here, and then press enter. Then it will ask one path. The Excel file, what the journal entry you prepare in Excel format, the same Excel format you select the path. ఇక్కడ మన path ని సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. path ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఇట్ విల్ ఆల్రెడీ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో మనకి ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వాళ్ళు బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ ఆల్రెడీ టెంప్లెట్ లో పోస్ట్ అవ్వడానికి దే హ్యావ్ డన్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. Just use the transaction code and then upload this one. Now right now we are posting manually, because of that I'm showing manually. So now before going to posting any kind of entry, try to use a simulation. Then click on save. So now if you observe, bank charges to bank, salary payable to bank, tax payable to bank, and bank account to interest income. These are the entries only we discussed so far from starting of this class. So bank charges, salaries, tax payment, interest. These all we are going to be accounted now. Our closing balance will be matched with 97,900 after posting of these entries. So now I am going to save this entry. See now the entry 1018 is getting posted. So these all transactions are getting posted with help of one document. Here document number for this all the transaction 1013. Example, this is the document number for posting up. So now if you go and check our bank balance as per the bank statement whether it is matching or not, go back and execute once again and check the closing balance. So I think this is getting posted automatically in which month? April, May, June, July, August, September. But we posted on September, but it's showing on this month. I will check it later. But what will be happening now? It should be matched this closing balance as and when we posted in the month. But I'm not sure why it's getting posted on previous month only. I will check it later. At this moment, try to understand the concept point of view. See, we posted on 6/9/2023. Okay, but it's showing on 8th period only, but I'm not sure. But let me try to. I will check it after some time. So what is the issue or any kind of issue also? But it should be matched. This balance should be matched. 1,57,000 will be there as per our Excel file. What is there? 97,900. But let me try to go inside. Where is the impact? What is the GL account we used? 200,105 only, right? But why it's not getting? Okay, anyway, I will check it later. Okay, tomorrow I will check and confirm you. So for any doubts, you can ask. So we have seen the bank statement related entries. So same kind of business transaction might be depends on the transaction. We will post either by automatic upload చేయడం కానీ manual గా చేయడం కానీ ఇలా ప్రాసెస్ చేస్తాం transactions అన్ని. So that's it for today and we will try to see tomorrow related to this bank reconciliation statements, how we will do it. Those things we'll discuss tomorrow. So that's it for today and anyone has any questions you can ask.